Okay, Sagittarius, let's get your party done. Okay, let's get it going. Sorry it is so late. Monday, I was triggered to high heaven by therapy. And today, stop itching. Stop it. Today, he was outside rolling in the dirt. You need to come up here to Sagittarius. All right, get up here. Tell them that you've got big owie on your head. Come on. You got big owie on your head from being a dinkus and climbing under the fence. And now you're taking my whole butt crack space. Here, scooch. I need a tiny bit of space for my booty. Yeah. He says, I'm ready for bed. I know. Mama was gone from 6:30 this morning until almost 6 tonight. And then I had to go back out at 9 to go get gasoline. And Hims is very mad. And so when Hims went outside, he did what he's not supposed to. He stuck his nose in a hole. And he went under the fence and got a scratch on his head. And he's just having a time of it. And so maybe that resonates with some of you. Maybe you have a child that is not really listening and just having a time of it. Or maybe that child is your inner child. I don't know. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am an intuitive, and this is an energy channel. And so some of what you see here may not ring as traditional tarot. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. Roles can still be reversed. It still can be the third party. It might not resonate at all. It is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link down below. The easiest way is to go to the Mindset Unicorn, the very first link that's there. And in my link tree there, you will see the option for a personal reading, okay? For those of you returning, thank you. I feel like you're going on a bit of a spiritual journey, okay? Into your own divine heart, all right? And that's pretty cool, but the problem is that you have to transform the way that you talk to yourself, okay? And the way you do this, I feel like, is through, it's like creating a new day every day, okay? Every single day you wake up, don't judge yourself on yesterday. You are starting a new day. And the more that you do this, the more that the energy starts flowing and the more that your goals accelerate, right? Because the suppression here is your own. That's the 10 of Wands. Like, you're carrying all these burdens, all of this baggage. And it reminds me of this post that I made. I was getting ready to go on vacation like 5 years ago or something like that. And it was when the Jersey Shore was big. And there was this image that was taken of, is her name Snooki? I don't know, I'm probably getting it all wrong. But that's what they're just saying in my head. Anyway, there's this image of her with like all this baggage, right? Like, where are you going that you need that many bags? Well, that's me, or at least it has been me in the past on vacation. I'm not quite as bad anymore, so. But I feel like you're carrying so much, and Spirit's like, just put it down, right? You have hit the point of doing the karma killing, right? Now you need to integrate. But I feel like within, you have, in your divine heart, you have this healed feminine and masculine looking at each other, but it's still it's almost like the old imprint is still there, projecting, okay, on you. And there's a part of you that's kind of like believing it, right? And that's what I feel that you are working through. So let's see what's going on. We're going to look at the energy coming towards you or that you're dealing with. And then I'm going to move into the extended on Patreon. It's a donation-based program. Link is also down below. And you can pay what you can to join. And then I'm going to look there at like the next 2-ish weeks, 1 to 2-ish weeks for you, okay? Doing my traditional overview, past, current energy, and future possibilities, okay? So, yeah. Okay, I feel like you've just been in learning mode, okay? And so you've been putting out a very defensive energy, and you may be putting out a very defensive energy right now, and it's kind of keeping you to yourself in solitude. But I do feel like you're making improvements, and it's almost like I'm getting the energy that someone here, right, is kind of just behind you on their own journey, and it's this feeling of heading home, okay? And it is about a wish. It is about a wish fulfillment here, okay? Here in the past, it could have been that this person was making a choice about where they were heading and where they were heading spiritually, okay? Could be very similar to what you were going through. But I feel like this person had to journey much further than you. Like you could have been going through this journey in your own backyard. You know, like they're showing me, like I used to live in Utah, and maybe it's like you live in Salt Lake City, but you went out to the desert in Moab or out to the Salt Flats, right? And did your own little practice there. Well, I feel like this person may have had to have crossed continents, okay? Or like just moved a distance to rebalance themselves and get themselves the distance that was needed to have their own spiritual healing, especially within their heart space. Okay, yeah. This is somebody who has been very emotionally withdrawn, okay? Angel number 88, and here we have you, 99. You are working on fulfilling your wishes here in the future. So I don't really know if in the near future that you are aligned yet, but it is coming, okay? As soon as, I almost get the feeling like prosperity begins as soon as this seed that's been planted like opens up. Whatever planning that this person has been doing, okay, kind of comes into fruition. They come into their authority. Again, roles can be reversed here, but I feel like something here starts to grow, and they're showing me the peach. So somebody like you like somehow cross paths and you're like working together, and they're like, wow, like you look so good in those pants, right? Male or female, doesn't matter. And that's when the angels are like, yay, celebration. The moment has come. They've met, they've connected, right? So just because it takes a minute doesn't mean it's not worth the wait. It's a completion here, okay? Moving from, they're showing me here, like moving from the 11 to the 12, right? Which to me is moving from this kind of soulmate, flatline relationship to the like higher soulmate, like divine love relationship. And it's a completion of a cycle, okay? Tell me about this truth, okay? Ooh. 4 of Fire in reverse and Ace of Air in reverse, okay? They could have been in a karmic situation here, person, place, or thing that they really had to move themselves away from. The spiritual strength here, again, 8 of Fire. This is someone that didn't have, like they had a lot of like really fake contracts around them and a lot of really negative like communication and they couldn't speak their truth, and they did have to move away from that. Yeah, 6 of fire and the 8 of air. There was this energy that they had to cut themselves free and walk in their truth. It was like a walking on fire, right? To get them to where they needed to be to find happiness. Okay, solitude here, strength, right? Part of your strength is that you have been able to not succumb to emotional bypassing and not succumb to the codependency that you probably allowed into your life in the past. Okay, the movement forward here in many ways is, I feel like, healing the inner child. 10 of earth, to bring that stability into being. Yeah, Queen of air. And there's this energy that you are more powerful than you think. You actually don't need to expand as much energy to get done what you need to get done. Okay. Emotionally withdrawn. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, 2 of air, and there's that 6 of fire, right? I feel like you kind of come in out of nowhere. And you're coming out of a walking on fire as well. Queen of earth in reverse. It could be that you are seeking a new job or taking on something new at your job, or, you know, moving to a new home. And you feel like you're having to take on more than you wanted to. But you come in, they're saying like a breath of fresh air, but you come in with all your fire intact. And that's a tower moment here. Okay. Sparking someone up. And they could also be heavy fire in their chart. Okay. And your wishes, again, the tree here has peaches on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, they like your peaches. Okay. But they're also showing me that on the fulfillment of wishes. So if you've been working on yourself physically, male or female, doesn't matter. A woman can look at a man and be like, dang, they just fill out those genes so well, right? You're feeling like I'm there financially, right? Like I'm there physically, I'm there emotionally, I'm in control of where I'm going, right? And that's when this energy comes in where suddenly there's a shakeup in your world, and that little negative thought that's still right there tries to take you down. And you're like, not this time. No way. Okay. But it's still there. And that could be the spark here that leads these 2 fire energies to kind of come together. 3 of fire, right? And there's going to be a few expectations, right? The Lovers underneath. Of course, there's going to be a few expectations with that kind of energy pulling through. Tell me here about 4 of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Air in reverse. Okay, this was an awakening. This person was stuck and it ran out of time, and they had been paused, and I feel like they just knew, I got to get out of here. Okay, 8 of fire in reverse, 3 of earth, Knight of earth, and the King of air. It may have taken them some help in a little while to break themselves free. Like they may have had to break free from a it almost feels like family curse or family business or whatever. Yeah, because this tree is like the solid stability, but there's this energy of this truth, almost like an old soul sort of an energy that I know that my destiny lies elsewhere. Okay. Strength. Thank you. Okay. King of Wands. There you go. You have been really in your immersion of the blossoming of your inner divine masculine, and really maturing in a very casual sort of a way, but healthy boundaries, right? Like I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. 10 of Earth, thank you. 10 of Cups. Okay. You're being very blessed right now, especially within your family. And the more you open up to all of these cycles that are completing, and all of this healing of your inner child, that you're open for real love. But again, Queen of Air here, right? 6 of Air, again that 10 of Earth, and the Ace of Earth. There's something coming, and you might feel it, that's going to create a moving on. But whatever you're moving towards, like wherever you were was old and worn out, and wherever you're moving on to, it is very fresh, very new. It's a good opportunity, lots of great resources for you. Okay, the 2 of Air with that 6 of Fire. Yeah, 4 of Air. You're like, I'm just healing over here, and you don't even see how strong you come across. Queen of Earth in reverse, 7 of Water. This is on your soul path, angel number 444, and it was put in your way to make a choice. Don't overanalyze it. Follow your truth, okay? Don't let that little negative Nelly or Nelson get in your head. Knight of Air in reverse, right? Because its goal is to block up your heart, block up your mind with ego, and keep you from the determination that you are enough. Okay? The Tower here. Ace of Fire and the 8 of Air, right? It's almost as if watching you leap into action, despite the fact that you've got all the reasons in the world to doubt yourself. It's like, wow, that's powerful, right? 3 of Fire, the 5 of Air. Again, there's an energy that takes you back to everything that you learned in solitude. And there's a part of you, again, because the 3 wands are the ones standing up here, right? That is going back to this and overanalyzing and trying to reassess what you already know is true. The Lovers, crossed by ego. Okay, again, you are not caged. They are not caged. They're that negative self-talk. It's time to lay down the law with it and be like, no, right? Like, my happiness, my wishes, my dreams, that comes before you. Okay. What else here for Sagittarius? The Gemini, the Lovers. Again, this is probably going to be moved into place over the 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde. Okay, that's like the information gathering energy here, turning the wheel and the harvest, right? I feel like by the full moon, you're going to feel a lot of this coming into your energy field, if not in there. Yeah, Scorpio energy. This is a healing, right? I mean, we've got a lot of having to move through the emotions, which isn't your natural way of being, but you've started a new journey here, right? Again, the Wheel of Fortune, and you're growing, as is your consciousness elevating, and that is you, Sagittarius, okay? And this is meant to be moving you towards love, but also towards that stability, that 10 of Cup and the 10 of Earth, right? Taurus energy here. Could definitely have to do with work here. Use all 5 senses, right? Because you're moving towards something new here, and it's a big evolution. Let's grab you a spiritual totem. Firefly, right? You're going to have the light in your darkest moment in that tower, because you are the fire. That is you. You are the fire. You are the firefly. So when that death comes in, when that shift comes in, when that tower comes in, they're like, just remember that you are the light, and keep expanding and moving forward and allowing this transformation to come in without letting that little ego get in the way. Okay? Yeah. Because this new energy, this new part of your community is already energetically reaching into your space. Okay? Because that's rebirth, and that's Sagittarius. Okay? But the big way that you're reacting, because you are fire, you're reacting heavily to all of these solar storms that are coming through. And again, they're like, energetically, you're already connected to this relationship. Okay? It's already matches your frequency. So keep that in mind when it comes in. It's already ground into your system. And that's probably why it feels, because it's deep embodied in the earth. That's why you're both feeling all that magma. Okay? So I hope this helps you. I'm going to move to the extended. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. And I just love you guys. So much love. Bye.